You know, people always gonna have their opinions. You got certain people that they just live and die for this one way of thinking. And so, you know, my thing is like, you know what I mean? Blind can't lead the blind, bro.
Yes,
Somebody
sir.
gotta have a vision.
Yes, sir.
And you gotta follow who got the vision. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes,
if you
sir.
stuck on stupid, I ain't gonna judge you or have no disrespect for you, but I'm
gonna be
not,
over here.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna follow you or take heed to your opinion. You're gonna have to follow what I'm doing.
I heard
and
that.
after a while, that way of thinking versus this way of thinking, more people lean toward this way because of the results.
Pop bottles.
Sound check, sound check. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Y'all hear me? I think we good. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. The Duramax is finally on his way back to the shop. That one's on his way to get a new turbo, finally. As you guys know, I've put a couple new motors in my Duramax. I'm a Chevy guy to the death of me, man, but I'm not happy with the performance that I'm getting from Duramax right now, man. It's spending more time on the back of the tow truck than it has actually on the road making us some money. Anyways, that truck should be back to the channel within the next like 4 days or so with its brand new turbo. So hopefully that truck will be nice and reliable and I can get back on the road. So I'm ready for that. The Cummins, the third gen Cummins, that build is coming along great, man. It looks absolutely phenomenal. However, I did do some more damage to it. I hit a car while leaving out of the body shop's parking lot. Oh man, I'm kicking myself for it, but sometimes you gotta laugh at yourself. So that truck's almost back on the road. I got to get brakes done on that one, so that one's also being sold out to Accelerate Diesel Trucks. Hopefully both my trucks will be back by Monday at the latest. Other than that, man, I had to get up early this morning. I drove about an hour and a half out to go do some minor repairs on one of our trailers. The brand new enclosure that we got on the team, the 2021 Wild trailer that I hate. I hate all Wild trailers. I keep telling you guys, stop buying these starter trailers. But that 2021 Wild trailer now is having some issues as well. So the side door doesn't work, doesn't open anymore, as well as the sheet metal on the exterior is now starting to come away from the trailer. So I had to go out there and like re-screw down some of the panels. However, at a later date, you have to get all the screws replaced with rivets because the rivets will hold up a lot better. Ultimately, I would love to get all the sheet metal replaced with thicker sheet metal, but the only reason I'm not going to do it at this time is because I know that trailer's not going to last no more than like 9 months anyway. So there's no point in investing but so much money into it. Right now, it's just kind of a starter trailer that one of the guys decided to buy. So we're going to do the best at preserving that trailer and making the best of it. So yeah, don't buy wild cargo trailers, yo. They're not built to last at all. The frames are too thin, the sheet metal's too thin, their build quality is terrible. They do look pretty nice when you buy them brand new, but it's only gonna look like that for like maybe like 30 days at best. So guys, again, don't buy wild cargo trailers or any cargo trailers like it. The telltale sign if you're buying a good enclosed car trailer is if it's aluminum. If you open up a cargo trailer and the inside has exposed plywood, meaning all the walls are just exposed plywood on the interior, that's your telltale sign that it's not going to last you. Did y'all catch that video of me picking up that Rolls Royce from Nephew Tommy? It's like 2 videos ago. If you guys haven't seen that, go look at that.
The difference between successful people and non-successful people is here. I'm no better than none of y'all. If you want to be successful, you have to change this.
But anyways, Nephew Tommy cussed me out, man. He did. He cussed me out, man. That old milk dud had that fake Tay Diggs, Overton from Living Single, Steve Harvey, backup dancing ass mother. Make this make sense, y'all. We're gonna start a whole new segment called Make It Make Sense, right? So we picked that vehicle up Tuesday evening. We couldn't get it Tuesday morning because Nephew Tommy wasn't ready. It wasn't us, it was him. But by the time we got it Tuesday evening, the driver was all out of his clock, right? Because per FMCSA, federal regulations or whatever, we cannot do no more than a 14-hour shift and 11 hours of driving within that 14 hours, right? So by the time we got the car, we had to dock the trailer immediately after because the driver couldn't go any further. So we picked the vehicle up. If you guys can recall, in that video, Nephew Tommy specifically said, when will the vehicle be to Texas, the Houston, Texas, going from DC to Houston, Texas? When will the vehicle be in Texas? I said it should be Friday to Saturday. The contracted delivery date was Friday. Nephew Tommy said Thursday would be great. He would love it if we can get there Thursday, but if we can't get there till Friday or Saturday, that's cool. He just wants his car to be delivered safe and sound, right?
When you gonna get there?
He's shooting for tomorrow, Thursday. I told him that it's Friday. Right. I don't like to push nobody too hard, man.
All right, let me know. Thursday would be great, but if not, I ain't tripping.
It'll probably be Thursday. It'll probably be Thursday evening, but I like playing it safe more than anything.
So let's make this make sense, guys. We pick it up Tuesday evening. There's no more clock after we pick it up, so we got a dock for the night. Soon as 10 hours pass into Wednesday, the driver pushes out. Driver does 11 hours straight. Now, mind you, from DC to Houston, Texas, and he's not even in Houston, he's like an hour and a half outside of Houston. But from DC to Houston, Texas, it's like 22 to 24 hours, something like that, if you're driving just a regular passenger car. This is not including us driving, trucks with trailers and whatnot. So it's let's say it's a 24-hour ride, right? So Wednesday, he does 11 hours. Straight docks, right? I communicate with Nephew Tommy during his transit too, send him pictures and all that. So Wednesday does 11 hours, docks it for the night, and then Thursday push back out, does another 11 hours. Now, the driver was making good time, so I thought that we actually would be able to deliver on Thursday, but here's what happened. Nephew Tommy calls me like noon Thursday, and he's like, yo, when is my, what's the ETA on delivery for my car or whatever? I say, hey, man, we're looking at probably gonna be at your house around 5 o'clock today, 5 o'clock that Thursday, right? Nephew Tommy's like, oh man, that's great, but he was like, you guys are gonna beat me because his flight didn't land until like 6. He wasn't gonna be home until like 7. And therefore he was like, let me see if my wife or my driver will be able to pick up the vehicle from you guys or whatnot. So I said, okay, cool, work it out. You know what I'm saying? If we gotta wait, then we'll wait for you, what have you. So I give Nephew Tommy a call back 30 minutes later and I say, hey man, we gotta push delivery till Friday morning. Reason being is because I forgot about the fucking clock, the driver's clock or whatever. So the driver was going to make it just outside of where Nephew Tommy was before his clock had ended, but he might even have made his Nephew Tommy's house. But somewhere coming through Louisiana, going into Texas, he hit really, really bad traffic. Like really bad traffic that slowed him down quite a bit. So with that traffic, we was not going to be able to make it to Nephew Tommy's house by the end of that driver's shift, right? Nephew Tommy then is like, man, oh, that's fucked up, man. Where's my car at? Woo, woo. He started losing his mind or whatever. He's like really, really upset, right? And so I called the driver back and I said, look, man, we got to push through. Push through meaning break the law. We got to push through. We're going to, I need you to get this car out your trailer today. So I called Nephew Tommy back and I say, hey, I know I said 5 o'clock originally. I said, but now we're looking like 8 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Let the driver take a break. Let him take a break. And he's sitting in traffic. So give us about 8 o'clock and we get it delivered. Still that Thursday, though. Nephew Tommy is like, oh man, that's fucked up, man. I've never had this happen before. I never had such bad service while you guys late, woo, woo, right? So he's losing his mind over this, right? Make it make sense, guys. Originally, Nephew Tommy said that he was cool with a Friday to Saturday delivery, right? As long as it got there safe and sound, right? The contracted delivery date for the vehicle was Friday anyways, man. I'm trying to make Thursday happen to accommodate you. I'm just trying to accommodate you, bro. You know what I'm saying? To make Thursday happen, but like, let's make this make sense. So the driver pushes through. We deliver the car around 9 o'clock Thursday evening. Nephew Tommy doesn't come out to see the car. Neither does his wife or the driver, nobody else, man. Like he just, they just told us to park the car in the garage and get out of there, right? So that's what we did. Car got delivered, safe and sound, no issues, no dents, dings, scratches, none of that. On Thursday evening, like Nephew Tommy asked, even in the video, that I posted of me picking up the vehicle from Nephew Tommy. I said, if we get it to you Thursday, it's gonna be Thursday evening. I can't get it there Thursday morning, Thursday afternoon, just because it's impossible. But Thursday evening, we can shoot for, right? But the contracted delivery date is Friday. And I said, you know, things happen during transit, so give us to at least about Saturday to get this vehicle off. Plus, we had other vehicles in the trailer and whatnot. So, anyways, here's the part that really doesn't make any fucking sense to me, man. Like, make this make sense. You rushed me to get a Rolls Royce to you next day. You wanted next day delivery on a Rolls Royce, right? That's faster than Amazon Prime. That's faster than USPS. That's faster than UPS. That's faster than FedEx. That's faster than everybody would take to deliver you, let's say, a cell phone case, right? But I got to deliver your Rolls Royce Ghost across the country next day, right? You rushed me on that. But then, guys, why does it take 3 weeks for y'all to send a cash app? 3 weeks to pay me. You know what I'm saying? That car got delivered, I think, on October 26th, I want to say. I didn't get paid until like November 20th. So why does it take 3 weeks for me to get paid? So why is it fair for you to rush me to do this overnight job of delivery of your Rolls Royce or whatnot, but it takes you 3 weeks to send a cash app, bro? Come on, 3 weeks. Let's make this make sense, bro. Listen, I'm gonna tell you guys every time, you cannot allow these customers and these shippers and these brokers and these dealers, man, to run expectations to your company, man, because they will run your company into the ground. They don't understand fuel. They don't understand FMCSA regulations. All they know is that you have their product and they want it fast. But they're gonna rush you in a way that they won't rush USPS, Amazon, FedEx, you know, other big carriers would not, because if your package from Amazon comes late, you're not gonna give them any smoke. If your package from FedEx comes late, you're not calling them with any smoke. You're not calling like, yo, like cussing them out or whatnot. Nah, you're gonna leave it alone because you're not gonna bother that big corporation. But when it comes to a small company carrying your large car,
you know, I was always a hustler. So when I talk to a young dude, I'm like, bro, my advice to you is gonna be money advice. I don't gonna get philosophical, religious advice. Bro, get you some money, you're gonna feel different.
Straight up.
You might even. All that other advice I could have gave you, this is the short version. You know, get you a couple dollars, man. You're going to feel different.
So I was going to let you guys kind of see how I book cars on Central Dispatch, right? I was going to like make some calls to get these trailers full and let you guys kind of overhear how I introduce myself and my company and how I go about getting my trailers full every day, right? However, something pretty dope just happened. So if you guys saw the last video I did, right? Of what is it called? Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Fleming's Ultimate Garage, they were very rude, they were very nasty to me, and I've since cut my ties with them because my code of ethics is a little too high, and once I get a bad taste in my mouth about someone or an organization or whatnot, I don't want that energy around me. I personally don't. However, like I said in that video, Fleming's does pay well, as well, they pay on pickup, so that's pretty good too. As well, I've never had a problem with Fleming's. You know, me and Fleming's have had a good relationship up until this point, so, you know, it is what it is. So anyways, one of our drivers, if you guys watched a video from a few videos ago where I hired a subscriber, Mr. Jake went to Fleming's and pitched his business, right? And he landed a direct customer. So that's what's up. That's what's up. I'm happy for Jake, man. So Mr. Jake right now is currently picking up 2 vehicles from Fleming's Ultimate Garage. One he's taking to Omaha, Nebraska. The other one I think is going like to Kansas City, something like that. So big shout out to Mr. Jake, man, for landing his first direct customer, yo. Mr. Jake is an owner operator that we took on maybe about a month or so ago, and he's already making big waves by landing his own customers. Because I tell you guys all the time, you're not going to win with Central Dispatch. You got to get out here and you got to grind on your own, man. You got to make these direct relationships or whatnot. So shout out Mr. Jake, man, for making that happen. I'm super proud of you, Brody. Other than that, we also have another company driver that is shaking things up too, man. So shout out to Larry, yo. Larry, I see you, big homie. Larry just bought his first truck. So Larry is now officially out of our truck into his own truck, and he's transitioning from being a company driver now to an owner operator. So super proud of Larry, man. I see what you got going, big dog, man. I'm gonna pat myself on the back too, man, because I'm proud of both of you guys, and I'm glad that I'm a part of you guys' journey, right? I think that's super dope for the both of us, man. So, Mr. Jake, Larry, you guys know I got your back no matter what, man. And throughout this journey, man, if there's any way that I can help or assist, man, I would love to, man, stay a part of you guys' journey. So, shout out to the marathon, you know. Share that Nephew Tommy story for a reason. If you guys recall, a few videos back, I did a, what's it called? Startup call. Startup calls get into enclosed hotshot trucking, right? And in that video, I had said that you guys needed to have $30,000 of working capital coming in when you first start your business. This doesn't include you buying a truck, buying a trailer, so on and so forth, but you kind of need $30,000. That's my golden number. You know, some of you guys household expenses might be less, some of you guys cost of living might be more, but for me, I suggest 30 grand. Reason being, just like with Nephew Time, you're gonna have to chase down these invoices, and you cannot factor cars the way you can freight. For those who are new to trucking, factoring is where you sell your invoices to a third-party company, and they buy your invoices from you at a percentage. So typically, it's like maybe 5 to 10% that you might be able to factor freight for. However, with vehicles, there aren't factoring companies that factor vehicles. You're going to come across some that say they'll factor cars, but they only factor from certain auto brokers, right? From certain auto shipping brokers, right? Those larger auto shipping brokers like Cars Arrive, United Road, RPM, so on and so forth. Those brokers already have like a factoring style, you know, quick pay built into their business or whatever, so you don't need a third-party company. But a lot of the vehicles that you're going to pick up is going to be from small brokers, small dealerships. Majority is going to be from small, privately owned businesses or whatnot that a factoring company is not going to mess with, right? So when you first get into the game and you done exhausted all your funds, well, you've exhausted a lot of your funds in buying a truck, and buying a trailer, getting your authority, getting your insurance, the down payment for your insurance, so on and so forth. You need to have some capital that's going to float you for the first few months. Because the overhead for hotshot trucking, for car hauling, for transportation in general, the overhead to do this is extremely high compared to a lot of other business. If you plan on being a carrier, if you plan on being a broker, of course, it's not the same. Dealer, dispatcher, so on and so forth. Of course, those aspects of the transportation are a lot less. But if you guys plan on having your own carrier company, the overhead to run a carrier service is extremely high. That means you have to come into this with some money. In my opinion, I know a couple guys gonna get on there and be like, I started broke and I made $1 million. I don't care about anecdotal experiences. I'm talking about for the masses. I'm talking about for my real hustlers out there that's really trying to get into this game right, that's really trying to build a legacy, that's not just trying to buy a truck and drive, because driving a truck is only like 10% of your job for real. But for those who's really trying to build an empire, one of the best things I can advise for you guys to do when you guys are figuring out your CPM, that's your cost per mile. When you guys are figuring out your CPM, factor in depreciation. It seems like everyone, you know, doesn't do that. Like, factor in your depreciation. You guys got to factor in and say, hey, you know, my $50,000 truck, I got a $50,000 truck. I put X amount of miles on it today or this week or this month, and therefore, now that my truck has both aged and has more mileage on it, the depreciation of that truck now of that asset now has, you know, decreased or whatever. Do that for all your company assets, because you have to factor that in, you know, because if you do a trip, let's say you go from like my favorite route, Atlanta to DC, right? Let's say I go from Atlanta to DC. That's a round trip of like about $3,000 to $5,000 for me, right? So in that $3,000 to $5,000, I'm taking out fuel. You got taxes that you got to take out, that you guys plan on keep filing a loss. But you got fuel, you got taxes, and then you have your standard operating costs, right? That's where I add up my insurance and my lot fee and my truck notes and my insurance payments, and I add up all my standardized bills, and I divide that by 30. You know, and whatever number you get, you know, that's just your daily operating expense, right? So you have fuel, taxes, those vary, right? And then you have like your daily operating expenses, that's going to be your standardized expenses, and you divide those by 30. But part of that has to also be your depreciation. You know, if it cost me 1,500 miles to make $3,000, what did that 1,500 miles do to the depreciation of my equipment, due to the depreciation of my truck? Now that my truck has an additional 1,500 miles on it, let me go on Kelley Blue Book and see if the value of my truck has changed, right? So guys, remember to factor in depreciation into your business schedule. But anyways, hope you guys like this video. If you guys did, man, like, share, subscribe, do all the YouTube shit, man. I'm gonna try to keep it funky, never fake the funk, should I say? And I always keep it extra organic and real and authentic and transparent with you guys, man. So I catch you guys on the next one. Peace.